good thing I wake up this beautiful every day. Look at that. I mean, I do look a little tired, but whatever. So, let's get on with it. Alright guys, let's turn on this computer and do something. Let's look over my notes here. Should I talk about investment in time today? I don't know. I watched this thing a while back and we were talking about just being way too spread thin and all that fun stuff, and I was thinking about trying to work something out about that because I myself am guilty about investing too much time in a whole bunch of different areas that maybe I shouldn't be spending time in. So I did. Let's see how that video did. So today I am. I need to find out if I got my brochures, if they're done. So I'm going to call the company I use to do all that stuff. See if they're done. I would definitely like to talk about those in the video. One of the things I'm definitely going to do, since it's in the morning, is I'm going to go out to my car, and I'll take the camera with me. I've been hitting it with some polishing compound because it's needed it a little bit, and there's one part that I'm not happy with that I did. So I'm going to take this camera out there with me and we're going to go look at that. Because usually I give myself till 10 o'clock in the morning to, I like to fuck around in the morning and I'd rather work later in the day. Maybe someday I'll have to change that. So, for those of you who are interested on the home front, we still haven't found a place yet. But in the last video I talked about becoming homeless, and it's not any real fault of finance. It's a fault. One, I don't want to buy property in this place. It's way too expensive for what it is, and it's because of people from California moving up here to Washington. One of my real estate agent friends was saying that Bremerton, which is the town that I live in, is now the second most expensive city in Washington state. Well, the problem is we do have a big shipyard here. If you go on the map, look up Bremerton. Our heritage is the Puget Sound Naval Shipyard, or it's now called Naval Base Kitsap Bremerton, which is stupid. Anyways, yeah, so there's just not that many. Most of the people there make like $30 an hour, and now we're talking like rent prices of over $2,000 a month. I've made, it's interesting because when you're employed, you sometimes make more money. Technically, I make more money, I guess, until I pay taxes, and then I make less than what I did as a director. But it's okay. We can make more money. That's why we're doing all this. That's why we're doing these videos. That's why I'm making all this content, so that someday I am not as poor as I am. But yeah, so we're just having my girlfriend, she has 4 animals, and it just makes it really difficult to find a place. That's just the truth. It's not money that's going to make us homeless. It's just going to be the fact that we can't find a place that will accept our animals. That's going to make us homeless. And anyways, obviously I don't think that's going to be the case. We might have to stretch a bit, but it just sucks when you hear all your real estate friends saying, hey, by the way, we think that this is just a bubble and prices are going to drop tremendously, and then you're going to sign a year lease for a place that's at $2,000 a month. It's ridiculous. Anyways, let's I'm gonna write down a list of what I'm gonna do today. One of my biggest problems yesterday is I didn't do that, and I was just floating around fucking Facebook and YouTube all the time. Also, if you have problems with curse words, I grew up on bass, and I do a pretty good job of actually censoring it. But if I'm gonna do this, maybe at some point this will make me money. I don't know. I don't really care. I know what will make me money. If you don't like cursing, then bugger off. That's just a little bit of what I do. You gotta, enjoy it. And plus, there's enough censoring going on anyways right now. Alright. I'm going to have some breakfast and if I have anything for breakfast. Make that list, and then I'll take the camera down with me to look at the car, show you guys what I'm doing. Alright, I'll be right back. I wanted to share something kind of interesting with you real quick. I have a pusillanimous stomach, and it's very, very frustrating. If I have regular bread, it feels like somebody's punched me in the stomach. If I have this, well, it's boring, and it really doesn't taste that good, and it doesn't really come in full-size slices, and it always has a giant bubble in it. Anyways, if you're a person like me who has a pusillanimous stomach, one of the things that I found out that made my stomach upset was the fact it's sensitive to molasses. And I was like, oh man, gluten-free bread, you know, I have a sensitivity to that. I don't have celiac or anything like that. I just feel like my stomach's gonna explode. But I'm also sensitive to molasses like dairy. So if you have stuff like this and your stomach is still fucked up, you're probably sensitive to molasses. Anyways, that's just a little thing I wanted to share with you guys. So, and I just realized this last night. I was reading and I was like, oh, fantastic. Anyways, back to our regular programming. Alright, so maybe you guys can see it's a little bit in this area here. I need to hit it with more polish, and also I'm going to try and hit this scratch a little bit more. I was running out of time when I did this area and I neglected it. Also, I wasn't able to see some of the scratches here, but I got most of them off. I did this whole panel here. I got most of the scratches off here. So, yeah, we're going to get started on that. I think that'll do. Alright, the driver's side was pretty bad. So we're gonna do that one as well. Well, that was fun. The battery died and the memory card was full. So, didn't get to see all of it. Anyways, now the car is beautiful. I still have more to do. I've been doing it by hand, so it takes a long time. It took a little bit longer than what I should have spent. But, you know, whatever. The car's now beautiful. So, now that that is done, check that off. One of the things I strongly recommend doing, let's see if we can focus on that. Oh, come on. Focus there. I think the problem is I've got the ISO set at 800. It's not going to bring it down. Anyways, definitely make a schedule for yourself to do, especially if you're an entrepreneur. We obviously become entrepreneurs because we want freedom. Freedom is great, but it definitely hurts us in the fact that we don't have any structure. So you have to make that structure. I know you guys appreciate seeing my Facebook. Oh, and in the background here, this is my dog that we recently put down. She's a faithful companion of 15 years, and she is very much her own dog. Her name was Isis, before the ISIS group formed. I guess she was a biological terrorist, because if you've ever had a terrier, a Staffordshire Terrier or a Pit Bull or whatever, they have sensitive stomachs, and then if you like change up their food or something like that, they are gaseous. Anyways, I'm going to collect myself. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do next. Probably call Blue Sky, which is the company that's doing my brochures, and see if those are done. If that's done, then I will call the people to set up my seminar. This will be the first one. I have some things I have to figure out with that, and that's probably what the later part of this video will be. So I will be back shortly. Alright, so we had to do a couple different things today. I decided that I would go get some reviews from some of my previous clients, go see how they're doing, and possibly, you know, try and drum up some other business. So we got that taken care of. We've got 2 more reviews, so that's good. Waiting on another person to do one. I did finally, if you guys can see this a little bit, one of the things to do was to start adding the documents I'm making to my website. So I got them in here, you know, prices, all that fun stuff. So, only you guys are going to see pretty much what I'm going to say. I have these marked up, you know, I'm selling each of these sheets for like 10 bucks a piece, okay? And I'll adjust it at some point, but the goal is to not really have anybody buy these. If they don't want to sign up for my newsletter, then fine, they can buy them, I don't care. If they sign up for the newsletter, I might do newsletters that include the information, so then people don't have to buy them, or I'll just include a coupon code that allows people to buy them for free. So, or, you know, download them for free. So that's pretty much what's going on here. This is the whole point of this, and obviously, you know, RGB is a little bit closer to, more difficult to get close to the CMYK gold. Some of you may have not noticed that too much, but, you know, I notice it, it bugs me. Yeah. So this day is pretty much coming to an end. I have some stuff I have to take care of that I don't care to have in this video. But the next thing I need to do later on tonight is work out, and then I will have done pretty much everything I need to. I did make a note that says get multilingual again. There was when I worked in the shipyard for a subcontractor, I was hanging out with all the older guys and bullshitting with them, and one of the things that they said to me that has stuck with me my entire life is become as employable as possible. So learn all the things that there are to learn and then go from there. And then of course, you know, become a master of whatever makes sense. But one thing I strongly believe that needs to happen is people in America need to become multilingual. I have every intention, when I was a kid I spoke Spanish, but I don't speak it anymore. But I have every intent on learning Japanese and Chinese, or Mandarin more specifically. So, sorry the dogs are wandering around, I'm going to let them out in just a second. Anyways, that's going to be another thing I'm working on. I might stream that, I might shoot that separately, I don't know. It depends on how much time I have. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video from today. I need to start editing this thing so I can take care of some other stuff and then go from there. Next time I will, I'm going to empty the SD card so I have for sure enough room, which reminds me, I've got a spare 64 gig laying around here somewhere. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, let me know. Give me a like, that'd be awesome. All that fun garbage. Yeah. Alright, take care. Bye.